After parking the car, you and Jungkook came out from it. Today Jungkook was looking in a good mood because after so long he get to spend time with you, but your expressions were saying something else. It was fun today, right? He asked coming towards you, but to his surprise, you walked inside the house without saying anything. Your expression was clearly different from his expectations. What happened to her? Ryan. He walked behind you. You walked inside the living room followed by Jungkook. He was confused with your behavior that suddenly changed when you get in the car after your date. Did something happen to you, love? Nothing. You said putting your purse on the table. You weren't even looking at him and he doesn't like it. He grabbed your arm gently and turned you towards him. Then why did your mood suddenly change? Did we miss something? You wanted to go somewhere else too? We can still go. You kept looking at him for a few seconds before releasing your arm from his grip. No. He was sure because you're not a kind of person to give short replies unless you're mad or upset about anything. He watched you going to the kitchen. You drank some water and went inside your room without saying anything. He was so happy that finally you guys got time to spend together. He was excited to spend some more time after you guys reach home, but you are not looking in a good mood. He can't tolerate this behavior, neither he likes when you ignore him, so he walked in the room behind you. He came into the room and saw you busy on your phone. He knew you were just pretending to be busy, so he walked near the bed. We had such a good time together and I thought I'm going to spend a good night with you, but you seem busy. Are you talking to someone? No. No? Then why don't you put it aside? You didn't even give me a thank you kiss. You lift up your eyes to look at him, but then lowered without saying a single word. Can we cuddle? I'm getting time to sleep with you like this, or else it's always in rush. You finally decided to answer. Do you really realize it now? Huh? Nothing. I'm sleepy. Good night. You put your phone on the nightstand and pulled the blanket over you. Before closing your eyes, Jungkook came near you. What happened to you suddenly? Are you ignoring me? You didn't say anything, neither open your eyes. He shook your shoulders. Why are you doing this? Are you ignoring me? You open your eyes. Does it look like I'm ignoring you? Yes, you're not even talking properly. Then I am. Yes, but why? What did I do? You did nothing, Jungkook. You never do anything. There was slight pain and disappointment in your voice. Ryan, look at me and tell me what wrong I did. I will fix it. You know how much I love you. How can you ignore me like this? Why are you asking all this? Are you feeling something different? He knew there's a meaning behind what you are saying that you want him to understand. Yes, whenever you do this, I feel like you don't love me anymore. I feel like you don't have time for me. I feel hurt. You chuckled sadly. Time? You feel like you are not being loved enough or that I don't have time for you just because I don't talk to you enough for a short time? Jungkook, do you have time for me? Have you ever think how I feel when I face this situation almost every day? He was a little taken aback by your words. I never ignore you, love, and you know I always try to spare time for you. I cannot live without you. Why you sound like you are doing a favor to me by giving me your time? Don't I deserve it as your wife? I didn't mean that, love. Of course everything is yours. Me, my time, everything. But I don't feel like today. I was happy. I was so happy because finally I got to spend some time with you. But also something hit me that how different things have become now. Why this thing seems so special. He was listening to you intently. You lift up your face to look at him. Why we have to wait for a day to spend good time with each other? Did you realize how busy you've gotten in your work that you don't even know when you come back home and not? I always fall asleep waiting for you, hoping that you'll show up, but you only show up when I sleep. I don't want this wealth and prosperity. I just want you and your time. I know you love me, but Jungkook, how can you expect me to always see it by myself? He was too stunned to say anything. He never stepped back to show his love for you, but the biggest hurdle in your relationship is the time. No one is at fault, but you cannot always pretend like you're strong. You have all the rights to tell him how you feel and what you want. I don't say that you don't love me, but you don't have time to show that love, Jungkook. You laid down again. There was a silence for some time before Jungkook walked to the other side of the bed and laid down beside you. He hugged you from back and pulled you closer. I'm sorry, love. I try my best, but my work doesn't let me balance my life. Believe me, I always try. I will try my best that these situations would not come between our relationship. You know that I can't be ignorant in my work. My one mistake can cost our life, and I want to live with you a long and happy life. Your protection and happiness is everything to me. Suddenly his phone rang and he closed his eyes. He had to answer it when it rang more than once. It only happens when there's something important. He picked the phone and looked at you, who has now closed her eyes. I'm sorry, love. It was important work, but Jungkook ordered his man to handle the situation because he can't leave you like that, especially after all those things that you said. The whole night he doesn't get any sleep and he knew that you weren't sleeping either, but you didn't talk to him. You keep pretending like you were sleeping until you really fell asleep by the morning. Jungkook came in the kitchen to prepare breakfast for you. He still remembers those days when he used to cook for you when you guys weren't married. Actually, you belong to a very rich family and you happened to fall in love with Jungkook. You guys dated for 2 years. You knew what you were choosing. It was hard to get his time and you knew you have to live like this for the rest of your life. But things changed after the marriage. Now you are completely connected to him. He needs to make sure your safety because he has enemies all around. He doesn't realize it in work that you need him more than he thinks. Few moments aren't enough to build this relationship strong. You walked inside the kitchen and saw him cooking. He smiled at you. Good morning, love. Did you sleep well? You said pulling out a chair for yourself before sitting on it. Today you're gonna taste the world's best breakfast. Of course it has to be best because I'm cooking it, right? He was trying to cheer your mood. Aren't you going to work? I will, but a little late. I realize that I'm giving protection to my wife, but somewhere she's not that happy. So I have to make sure she's happy, right? Your lips slightly curled up in a smile. Did I make you smile? Let me see. Nothing is better than seeing my sweetheart smiling in the morning. My days always goes good. He said, tilting his head while you looked to the other side, trying not to smile but failed. I promised you that I would keep this thing in mind. But please talk to me, Ryan. You know I can't live like this. Everything seems empty without hearing your voice. Don't try to butter me up, okay? No, no, I buttered up this bread very well. He said, serving you the breakfast while he couldn't help but to laugh a little. He kissed your hand. Thank you, love. Don't take my words too personally, although I'm happy that you realized what I wanted to say, but I was just saying. He nodded. I'm happy that you decided to let go of what was inside you. At least now I know where I have to work on. That's why I love you the most. You are my badass queen. I wish I could be that badass. But I like you cute and bubbly. I don't want to be scared of my own wife. He looked at him. Sometimes putting up a different personality helped to save you. Of course not. Did you like the food? You nodded. It's good. You guys ate the breakfast in silence after the conversation, which was again unusual. Jungkook often looked at you in between, but you were just eating, looking down. Nothing, yeah. Now I suddenly started to feel bad. I shouldn't have said all that to him. I should always stand there giving him strength and support, but I really couldn't help myself yesterday. That feeling overpowered me. I was happy, but then I felt like how those small things started feeling extremely special when these are normal for couples. All lives are different, and we all know how dangerous his work is. He works day and night, and it's not his fault. His work needs him. You nodded. I should tell him that he's perfect the way he is, although I did, but still, I don't want him to go harsh on himself just for my happiness. Good choice. Suddenly, you heard some noises coming from downstairs. I think Jungkook has come. I'll talk to you later, okay? Okay, and take care. You nodded before ending the call and head downstairs to see what's happening. Why there's so much chaos so suddenly. You were coming downstairs when your heart dropped when you saw two bodyguards helping Jungkook to walk inside the room. His shirt painted red with blood. You gasped seeing his condition. You quickly ran to him. What happened to you? What happened to him? You said looking at the bodyguards. Fear was clearly showing on your face. It's not serious, love. Don't worry, I'll be fine. The bodyguard helped him in sitting on the couch. Can you please tell me what happened? His bodyguards looked at you. Boss got shot in his chest during an attack. The bullet has already taken out. Another man was treating his wound. Jungkook's condition was not good as he couldn't open his eyes properly. You walked to them and looked at the man. Let me do it. He looked at you. I said let me do it. You guys can leave. They all looked at Jungkook. He slowly signed them to leave. They bowed and left. You sat down and started cleaning his wound. Tears started falling from your eyes. Why are you crying? Don't worry, I'll be fine. Although it was hard to speak anything in that condition, but he still managed. A sob left from your mouth. Why, Ella? I know I have to get used to it, but I can't do it. How can I see my savior getting hurt? Is this how you claim to protect me? By risking your life? This was unexpected. Nothing happened because of you. Stop crying. These tears give me more pain than any other wound. You looked at him. Can't you be careful? How can I stop my tears when you come home in this condition? Okay, I'll be more careful from next time. Although it was an unexpected attack. You wrapped a bandage around his arm and also chest. He was silently looking at you. You look more beautiful this way. He said and chuckled but stopped when you glared at him. Not everything is funny, Jungkook. What if something serious happens? Why are you worrying about something that doesn't happen? It will heal soon and I'll be fine. You know how strong I am, right? You hit his arm lightly. Ouch. He rubbed his arm and looked at you. I can see how strong you are. If you didn't start taking care of yourself, then I swear I will leave you. You can't do that. I can. And don't take me lightly, okay? You stood up and walked in the kitchen to get a glass of water. You extended his medicine that his bodyguards already brought. Take it. I'm taking these only for your satisfaction, or else I'm feeling fine already. He took the medicine while you helped him to hold the glass of water and drinking. Jungkook noticed the sadness on your face. He tried to lighten up your mood, but you didn't even smile even a little bit. Your eyes were fixed on his bandages. He softly called your name. It's going to heal soon, love. Don't worry about it much. You slowly shifted your eyes to him and you knew you couldn't control your tears. And the same happened. You couldn't suppress your sobs anymore and cried. Ryan, he was left surprised. Do you know how scared I got after seeing you like that? Why don't you understand? What if something happened to you? He slowly pulled you in a hug, in a way that it doesn't hurt his wounds. Nothing happened. I'm here right in front of you. I told you that I want to live a long life with you. I won't leave you, love. You love him unconditionally. Seeing him hurt really made you restless and worried. You already lost your mother when you were young. She was the closest to your heart, but you lost her and now you're really afraid. You cannot afford to lose one another person that is literally your soul. You broke the hug. Let's see how long you'll keep your promise. Until my last breath. You look beautiful when you smile. I'm sorry to bring tears in your eyes. He said, wiping your tears with his thumb. I'll cook warm soup for you. And we are going to the hospital tomorrow. And don't you dare to say no because I'm not going to listen to you anyways. You said, pointing your index finger at him, making him chuckle. Okay, you got up. Good, now rest for some time until I cook. Do you wanna go in the room? He nodded. Let's go, I'll help you. He smiled and got up. Thank you, my love.